Why are the newspapers pushing Harry and Meghan Markle down our throats? For the life of me, I don't get this. I really don't get it. That the king insists Meghan Markle return to the royal fold, that Meghan Markle is considering returning to the royal fold, that Harry will take up royal engagements, that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are such a huge and added value to the monarchy. Really? Really? This woman who couldn't even curtsy on her wedding day. And yes, and we're going to debunk here whether she curtsied or not to the queen. The disrespect towards the Duchess of Kent. Why? Why are we seeing this now? Who is behind this? And I'm glad that Prince William has had enough, because he has every right. And I mean, and he's correct on saying, no, they're not coming back. And I'm going to protect my grandmother's legacy, and I'm going to protect the monarchy. And the press going so hard against him. What the hell is going on here? We're going to find out whether Meghan Markle is returning or not. Who is behind this campaign? And why on earth would anybody think that having Harry and Meghan and his twerking wife back in the monarchy is a positive thing?
I was such a fraud.
Today is the Queen's 3rd anniversary of her passing, and it's still very raw for a lot of people to actually think about it or come to terms with that, because she was such an iconic person. So on her anniversary, what does Harry do? He sees fit to post a picture of him arriving at Heathrow Airport. And all of this while our gorgeous Prince and Princess of Wales are doing an amazing job at representing Her Majesty, the late Queen. They showed up at Sunningdale's, both of them, to honor the Queen's legacy, because she was part of that group. So she was a member of that group. So that is, what a contrast. So people wonder, why wouldn't the kingdom want Harry's twerking wife back? I mean, her twerking was real, like she says, she likes to say. I mean, her class, this woman is class personified. It's what contrast. And I am so glad that William's standing firm, because of course Meghan says that since the king insists in having her back in the royal fold, so she would make the sacrifice. Can you imagine this woman? We would never hear the end of it. I mean, 5 years later, she's still talking about having to wear pantyhoses. That is the extent of her sacrifice. If they can remove the Duchess of Kent's profile from the royal website, why can't they do the same with Harry and Meghan Markle? Because many of you keep defending, oh, they don't update the website. Within an hour of the Duchess of Kent's passing, she was gone from the website. And yet, Harry and Meghan have place of pride in that. Yeah, people are going to say, I know what you're going to say. Oh, but they're at the bottom, but they're still there. And they have the link to their commercial website. They're endorsing it. King Charles is endorsing it. Thanks to all of you for sharing, liking, and subscribing. Also, please don't forget to buy your raffle ticket. It's for the shelter, and it's very much appreciated. For the price of a coffee cup, you can get the chance to win 2 purses, handmade purses, valued at $1,200. So the link is in the video description. You do have to register because it's a secured website approved by YouTube. And there's a question that they ask you, who did Harry marry? And no, it's not Skank Markle. You can't say Skank Markle, it's Meghan Markle. So let's get into today's video because we have so much to talk about. Meghan Markle keeps putting up articles saying that she's coming back to take her rightful place within the monarchy. That King Charles is insisting, I tell you, for her to come back to the royal family because the monarchy falls apart in her head if she's not there. Meanwhile, we have this gorgeous couple, Prince William and Princess Catherine, who showed up today in Sunningdale, and she's looking as stunning as ever with that gorgeous dress. I mean, she's just beautiful, and she's wearing mourning colors. Now, Camilla, on the other hand, has gotten a lot of flack because the very next day of the announcement of the Duchess of Kent's passing, she's out in Brammer wearing, watching the games. Yeah, she has a armband, but she's like laughing it up, which is okay. But you know, couldn't you wear black or a dark color? You know, it's very, very Meghan Markle vibes, very Meghan Markle of Camilla. But then again, I'm not surprised, guys. But yes, it's called respect. It's called respect because after all, the Duke of Kent, I think, is still working. He lost his wife of 64 years. That says a lot of a person's character, don't you think? So going with the theme here, we can see Prince William being just gorgeous, and he's just asking for the recipe of the food. I can guarantee you that he's getting that recipe, and that Catherine was paying attention to when he said, "Oh my God, this is so yummy." And the difference between Prince William eating and Meghan Markle's munching is absolutely, you can see the difference between class and crass. I mean, this woman is so gross. I don't even understand. I don't get it. But again, she mirrors you know, Prince Harry picked the perfect woman for him, because no decent, classy woman would have this kind of man. Because he comes into the United Kingdom and he makes sure that he's pictured. I can tell you that I don't think that picture was when they said that he came. I think that picture is old, but it was leaked on the very same day that's the Queen's anniversary. Isn't that something? And of course, he's merching the bag. Just like himself, he's merching himself because now he's going to come and do good. No, William wants him out. There is no way, I think, on earth, when William becomes king, that Harry and Meghan are still going to be working members of the royal family. No way. Maybe under King Charles' reign, they might, because Charles is insisting that they return. Charles still wants Harry back. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's his son. No, there's a difference between being a monarch and being a father. One is a job. The other one, you're a family member. There's no problem with Harry being welcomed back as a family member, but as a working royal, because the articles don't stop. The articles don't cease. And we saw, of course, King Charles, press director, meet with Harry and Meghan's mouthpieces, because they're not, spokesperson. It's insane. So what is really going on? Why is King Charles having them meet? And why is he putting so much pressure on Prince William? Because this cannot be good for Prince William. Why shouldn't Meghan Markle be allowed back into the royal family? We know that she didn't curtsy to the Queen. This woman did not do her duties. Even the bare minimum, she couldn't even do that. So she didn't curtsy to the Queen when she got married, but she did that curtsy with that idiot sitting right next to her. And if you don't believe me, I'm showing you right now the footage of her walking out of church, because what they do, because she didn't curtsy, and you can see Harry a little bit nervous. She just walked by. She didn't need to do anything anymore. The disrespect is real, guys. And you can see the Queen's face. She was not happy. Nobody was smiling. You would have thought that you were at a funeral rather than a wedding. How can Meghan Markle miss that? Oh, and I know, when people try to make excuses for this woman, they say, well, maybe she was nervous. She was a 36-year-old corn star. Not even a star, corn woman. And corn with a P. You're telling me that she and Harry, and this is why I always say that Harry is worse, because he knew best. If Meghan Markle didn't curtsy, he should have at least forced her to face the Queen, and he should have nodded, even if she didn't curtsy. So why would they want this woman back? A woman that's still bitching about wearing pantyhoses, that to this day is still rehashing that 11-year-old, which is, by the way, 12-year-old. Go check out my video. She was 12. She was not 11 when she did that soap thing with Nickelodeon. It wasn't a soap dish commercial. It was a Nickelodeon little part of the program that her father pulled for her. She has no achievements of her own. Meghan Markle has nothing to offer as Rachel Meghan Markle. And now this woman is demanding, you gotta bow to me, you gotta curtsy to me, you gotta, I'm gonna assume my rightful place in the royal family. As if. And I can see Prince William giving an ultimatum to King Charles, saying enough is enough. Harry now coming over to the United Kingdom saying, oh, I'm gonna give a big donation. I can guarantee you that money's not theirs. And you can see, because we're going to see from Archwell next year that they haven't taken any money out of their bank accounts. At least Archwell Foundation. It's a never-ending story. Meghan Markle showed every disrespect there was. The rumors about Princess Catherine, how they attacked her while she had cancer. And she's still recovering. And it's something that is it's something that plagues in your mind. And William is incredibly protective of his children, as he should be, because he has real kids, unlike Harry and Meghan Markle. I've never met a couple that is so disenfranchised from their own children that it's unbelievable. And now we have the Jamaican Prime Minister. Now, because why didn't he speak up before? I'm going to do a whole video about it. Why didn't the Prime Minister speak up before? When Harry and Meghan were in Jamaica, why is this coming out now, the ambassador from Jamaica? Why is she now speaking out saying, well, Harry and Meghan literally crashed the red carpet. The Prime Minister did not know that they were arriving, that we were not informed of that. So we called His Majesty the King to tell him, to let him know that we had nothing to do with it, that the optics were really bad. Then I can guarantee you that the Prime Minister could have easily avoided getting a picture taken and said no, because there are ways, guys, that you can do that. You see Harry and Meghan Markle come in this way, you walk the other way. That's what you do, because apparently they crashed that opening. They crashed the opening. It's not like Harry and Meghan Markle were invited or welcomed. So people are now speaking up because, of course, Harry's and Meghan Markle's stock is completely crashed and down. Nobody wants to be around them. So what do they say? We're coming back. This is like what's in the Sussex Royal website, where they say, oh, we're going to get security, we're going to get this, we're going to get that. So Harry's now back in the United Kingdom, and he's going to extend his stay. He's going to extend his stay. I mean, why wouldn't he want to be around such a charming woman? I mean, such disrespect. And I want you to tell me, guys, who do you think is worse, Harry and Meghan Markle? In my very humble opinion, Meghan Markle is horrible as she is. Harry is worse, because he allowed all of that to happen. So why are people still surprised? Because now the press have horribly turned on Prince William. They've been trashing them for the past. Tom Sykes has been writing articles that Harry's missed in the United Kingdom. Oh, we all see the image of Prince Harry walking behind his mom's coffin. I mean, at what point are people going to start calling him for what he is, a mercenary? A person who absolutely abused his position within the royal family, who forced himself upon the Queen, because there are reports that he gave the Queen a separate cell phone number so he would have direct communication with her. And the Queen put it in a drawer and said, F you, I'm not getting this done. Who do you think is the best example that embodies the values of the Queen? Prince William or Prince Harry with his badly twerking wife, who cannot stop trashing, embarrassing, defaming his own family? Never mind that. Why doesn't she call her own father? Why doesn't she call her own father? I don't understand that. So we have this woman who never did anything. She was bitching about everything. The few engagements she did, she either cut them short or she was rude to people, throwing tea to people, making staff cry, bullying everybody. And to this day, we still don't have the bullying report, which I think that the royal family should really release. But I believe that the reason why they don't release it is because they're still protecting Prince Andrew and themselves, because they should have acted. They should have done something about Rachel Meghan Markle and Harry's bullying. What do you think is going to happen now? I think that I'm glad that William is standing firm in saying, royal return denied. You're not real royals. You're nothing. You're grifters. I'm good for him. I'm glad that he's protecting his beautiful family and the Queen's legacy. The monarchy. At the end of the day, the monarchy is his children's legacy as well, and his life's work. And he's got all these beautiful engagement. He has this gorgeous wife, who, by the way, wore pantyhoses. So I don't understand why the press is pushing and forcing down our throats Prince Harry and his skanky-looking wife, Meghan Markle, Meghan Markle. Absolute grifters. Why are they doing that? And if I for once, I've had enough. I don't need to listen to some side saying, oh, Prince Harry would be a valued addition to the royal family, or blah, blah, whatever the hell they're saying, or the press, or how the king insists that, or how the king is that. Should William forgive Prince Harry? First of all, Harry has never asked for forgiveness. He's still asking for an apology to Meghan Markle. He wants the royal family to apologize to Meghan Markle for what? For her being a D-list mattress actress who lied and defamed everybody? Harry, to this date, has never apologized for the lies he said in that book. They were not bombshell revelations, because in order for them to be bombshell revelations, they would have to be true. Those were lies that he spewed on that book, on Harry and Meghan, how they mocked the dying queen and his grandfather. The last name. We all know the last name is Mountbatten Windsor. Many of you have come to my channel telling me that so-and-so said that legally it's Sussex. No, it's not. And you're watching here right now, the name for any member of the royal family to this day is Mountbatten Windsor. This is why you have those names in Harry and Archie and Lily's last names and their birth certificate, because it's Mountbatten Windsor. It is not Sussex, and officially or legally they are Mountbatten Windsor if they need to use a last name. Title is not a last name. They can be extra officially, or like they say the Waleses or the Cambridges, but in real legal documents, it is Mountbatten Windsor for any member of the royal family who needs to use a last name. Only the monarch can change that. So please let me know what you think. And once again, I so appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing, for sharing, for liking. Watch this video, because I'm going to tell you whether Meghan Markle or not went to university, what the university said to me. And it is a doozy, guys. It is a doozy, because this woman, I mean, what on earth is she thinking? Why are the papers once again pushing her down our throats, lying about her? Such a failure, like she didn't even make it, the 300 this time. I think she's going to be like a 1,000 on Netflix. She's failed at everything. She's a complete failure. And don't forget to buy your raffle ticket, beautiful people.
Trevor put an article out there that Meghan had a hysterectomy and couldn't have children. And that was a big issue in their relationship. So that says a lot to the fake royal kids right now, because obviously they couldn't have come out of her. So that's something that she obviously is going to have to deal with eventually.